Pressure, anticipation. Those are words thrown around a lot in connection with artists putting out new records, sometimes even their debut record. But when you're the only son of John Lennon and Yoko Ono, the subject of one of John's last songs, Beautiful Boy, who was only 5 years old when his legendary dad was killed, well, great expectations start taking on a whole new meaning. Still the very grounded Sean Lennon, whose first album, Into the Sun, hits record stores May 19th, is forging his own path and hoping for the best.
I don't know, it just turns me away from it that everybody's like, I can't wait till your first album's out, Sean, or, I can't wait. When are you gonna come out with your first album, or are you writing songs now, Sean? And I'm like, no, I'm not, Maybe I'm a lonely kind of man.
I mean, there was a point when I was trying to avoid being a musician just because of all the, the pressure or whatever going with it. I mean, being my, John Lennon's son and everything, but, I don't know, at a certain point it was like, there was nothing much else I could do. Music was really the thing I was best at. How come you never know what it is I'm trying to say?
Considering his son of God rock and roll heritage, 22-year-old Sean Lennon has been surprisingly successful at keeping a low public profile for most of his life, but that's about to change, thanks largely to Adam Yauch of the label-owning Beastie Boys.
And I would just play him some tapes of stuff that, just kind of free-form funk jams that I was doing with my friends, and he was like, that sounds really good, like, why don't you put that out on a 7-inch or something? And I was like, really? You would put something out by me?
Yes, they would, and will next week when Lennon makes his recording debut, not with a measly 7-inch, but with a full album called Into the Sun.
And when the day is done, I will follow you into the sun. It's kind of like a sunshine-oriented album. Inspired by love and kind of beauty and the ocean and the beach and that kind of stuff. Which is kind of weird considering I made it in New York.
Andy wrote most of the songs at a very New York clip, in 1 month last year at a rehearsal space in downtown Manhattan that his parents had bought back in the 70s. And while Lennon knows he can't ignore the musical anticipation raised by his dazzling surname, he's mostly focused on his own life and his own audience.
I don't know. I don't want to gear my album towards Beatles fans and John Lennon fans. I want to kind of develop my own audience of kind of, of kids my age who listen to the kind of music that I listen to, who frankly, probably heard of the Beatles through their parents but never really had any personal experience with them, And I'm hoping not to just be like, just to be like some Beatles or John Lennon kind of novelty, you know what I mean? But then to be honest, there are lyrical references to him just because, I miss him so much and I love him so much, and there are references to him on the album, but there's no like one song, the John song or anything like that. Watching the shadows on the wall, tell me, can you see that dawn? Hello? Hi, baby, where are you? Oh, you've been buzzing? Okay, we'll let you in.
Dropping by would be Lennon's girlfriend, Yuka Honda, one half of the quirk-hop duo Chibo Mato, with whom Sean's played in the past. Honda provided the Beastie Boys connection for Sean and then produced his album. Most important, she's also the inspiration for it.
We're so good.
I know, we're geniuses.
Try to capture the Sean as how I know him as a normal human being, because I'm also aware that how people are intrigued and want to know who he is, what he is about, and I really wanted to make sure that it has a very sincere picture of Sean on the record.
One of the lines is like, I waited and waited for my eggs to hatch, which is, kind of like this album is my eggs hatching, like, I just kind of patiently or impatiently waited, my whole life kind of just for my life to blossom, as it were, you know what I mean?
Sean Lennon, he'll be playing next month's Tibetan Freedom Concerts in Washington, D.C. 110,000 tickets for the two shows sold out last weekend, but another 2,000 will be on sale soon at the Tibet98.com website.